Felicia.
Hi.
What are you so dressed up?
Because today's the day I'm going to introduce myself to Reginald Love. So nice. So cold.
Yeah. It's against my religion to hate anybody, but I find it hard not to hate the Love family. Every last one of them.
Are you sure Marley's going to be all right?
Honey, Jake is taking good care of her.
Well, I still don't think that that was a good idea.
Look, I trust Jake. Do you trust me?
I love you. Of course I trust you. I just don't trust my father. What if my father...
Reginald is not going to touch Marley. He's not going to touch any of us.
You can't be sure of that.
Look, honey, you and I are going to be married. And when we're married, that will be a symbol that we have defeated Reginald Love.
I'd like to speak to Mr. Love.
In reference to what?
The past. I have some questions.
And who are you?
I'm a McKinnon.
A McKinnon?
Kathleen McKinnon.
Is that supposed to have some meaning for me?
Surely you knew that you would come face to face with McKinnon. And you have a lot of explaining to do. Let's get down to business, Mr. Love. As I said, I'm Kathleen McKinnon. My mother... Is something wrong?
What?
You're staring at me.
Of course I am. I haven't the vaguest idea what you're doing here.
I was just about to tell you.
I'm a very busy man, Miss McKechnie.
McKinnon. My mother was a servant in your house.
Was she? Isn't that remarkable?
Her name was Mary McKinnon.
Thank you for that piece of information I shall cherish.
You don't remember her?
I've employed many servants in many houses around the world.
Think back, Mr. Love. Try hard.
Gomez, would you kindly show Miss McKinnon out?
Forget it.
Gomez?
I got past the desk outside. I got past the cops outside your door. I'm not about to turn back. My mother died.
I'm sorry.
She drowned off your yacht. Surely you remember that?
No.
They never found the body. My family would like to know the circumstances.
I wouldn't have a clue.
I'm going to solve this mystery, Mr. Love. With your help or without it.
If you don't get out, you'll have to call one of those cops. Is that what you want?
Why did you spend the night in front of the door?
I didn't want Florette to come in and disturb you.
What?
The skunk.
I know it's a skunk. You didn't want the skunk to bother me, so that's why you slept
Well,
outside?
now, what other reason could there be, Felicia?
don't know.
I mean, I know you're afraid of skunks, and so I,
What? What?
I just wanted to be close to you last night.
I should have known that.
I'm sorry if I upset you.
No, you didn't. Well, you did, but you didn't.
I just didn't think you should be alone, that's all.
You didn't upset me. I'm glad that you were out there, really.
After all, we've been through so much together, right?
Great times. Sad times.
Crazy time.
Wonderful times. Awful times.
I'm never going to leave you, Felicia. I'll never let you go.
You better not.
Oh.
Whoa.
Hey, you know, there's something I wanted to read to you before But with all those people around, I'm not very good in front of people. I thought maybe I could do it just for you.
Okay.
Okay, well, it's something I read in a book a long time ago. It's by E.M. Forster. And I copied it down because it reminds me of Zane.
I'd love to hear it.
I believe in aristocracy. Not an aristocracy of power based on rank and influence, but an aristocracy of the sensitive, the considerate, and the plucky. Its members are to be found in all nations and classes and all through the ages. And there is a secret understanding between them when they meet. They represent the true human tradition, the one permanent victory of our queer race over cruelty and chaos. Thousands of them perish in obscurity. A few are great names. They are sensitive for others as well as for themselves. They are considerate without being fussy. Their plec is not swankiness, but the power to endure. And they can take a joke.
Not all the loves are bad, Pops.
Name one.
Marley, you'd like her if you got to know her.
I'm not so sure.
She's sweet, Pops. Jake has good taste.
I'm not so sure about that. As a matter of fact, I have a bone to pick with Jake.
Uh-oh. What did he do?
Well, first, where is he?
I haven't seen him.
Yeah, well, he didn't sleep in his bed last night either.
Jake's a big boy now, Pops.
Yeah, and he said he wouldn't be in work for a couple of days.
Don't you think he deserves some time off?
Oh, yeah, so he just runs off. Nobody knows where he is, when he's coming back. Has something to do with Marley. Love, I just know it. Doesn't it?
Why are you looking at me?
You know, MJ. You know what he's doing, and you're going to tell me.
I can't tell you, Pops.
Listen, it's my family you're talking about, and if any of them are involved with the Loves, I want to know about it.
Okay, I'll tell you this, and only this. Jake is with Marley.
I knew it.
It's something that Jake has to do for her, Pops. And if anybody comes to you and asks you about it, you just tell them that you don't know anything, okay?
That'd be easy, because I don't.
This part of Another World is brought to you by Love's Baby Pads with a special comfort waistband. Your baby will never have to wear plain old diapers again.
Hi, guys.
Hey
How
there.
you doing? Hi.
Listen, were you in here a minute ago?
No, what?
Well, did you see anybody out here?
How, where?
In the alley.
What's going on?
There was somebody in here a minute ago.
Did you see anybody?
Well, only the guy who delivers the beer and some school kid.
A kid?
Yeah, she had a backpack on.
I'm gonna go check around outside.
Is anything missing?
I don't have checked yet, but I'm going to go take a look myself. Hi, Ada.
Hey, Adam. MJ, be right back.
Well, that's great, but it's not the reason I'm here.
Oh, no, it's not the reason you're here.
No, actually, I'm here to see a relative of yours.
A relative of mine? Who? Got lots of them. Mac?
Hi,
Hi,
sweetheart.
sweetheart.
Good to see you. Hope I didn't keep you waiting long. About 30 seconds. Good. Can we pick any table we want?
Oh, what about the A table? All the stars sit there?
Need a little privacy. How about that one?
Okay, I'm gonna take these with you, all right?
Okay.
Save me a walk.
Right. I have to admit, Mac, you sort of piqued my interest. You were pretty mysterious on the phone. Sorry about that, but I I really didn't want to discuss it on the telephone.
Well, what do you want to discuss?
I did you a favor when I brought you and Michael together. Now I'm going to ask a favor of you.
Oh, I love it. Just the two of us. This is great. The kids are safe. I mean, Victoria calls in to say that she's just doing fine, not getting into any trouble. Jake calls in and says that Marley's just great, except for a bad temper. We're on our own. The kids are okay.
I'm still worried about Jake.
Oh, Donna, come on. I'm not worried. You ought to try not worrying sometime. You might like it.
Well, it is a tremendous relief knowing that the children are out of town, safe.
So, now maybe the adults can play?
Maybe.
Why don't we try indulging in your favorite pastime?
Which is what?
Well, you know that old saying, when the going get tough, the tough go shopping.
I don't want to go shopping.
Oh, I think we better take your temperature.
No, I'm serious, Michael. I want to leave the house.
Donna, don't be like this.
After everything that's happened, what if my father comes back in here? What if I'm...
What Reginald is not... Look, every time you back down from your father, it's a small victory for Reginald. You know that?
You don't understand.
Oh, I do understand. Look, I understand that Reginald had his last victory here. Honey, this is our turf. We make our rules.
It's not that simple, Michael.
Yes, it is, Donna. I want you to say it.
Say what?
I want you to say what you feel about your father.
What good is that going to do?
Just say it.
I'm angry at him.
Good. Come on.
He tried to destroy my life.
I don't want to know what he did. I want to know what you feel.
I hate him.
Good. Come
He's
on.
despicable.
Good.
I want him out of my life.
Good. And where do you want him to go?
To the devil.
You are beautiful.
Since Miss McKinnon won't leave under her own power, Gomez, you'll have to call the front desk.
Oh, I intend to leave under my own power after we've talked. It won't take very long, and it will spare us all a very unpleasant scene.
Very well. 2 minutes.
Why did you lie about not knowing the McKinnons?
Lie?
Mr. Love, the night my mother drowned, you yourself spent all night on the lake looking for her.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. So now it's coming back to you.
The search, yes. That was some years ago.
17.
17.
I'm writing a book about my mother. At last I can talk to someone who was an eyewitness.
But I wasn't an eyewitness.
You were there.
I know very little, Miss McKinnon. I just felt it was my responsibility to try to save a life if I could.
I'm sure you did.
I didn't realize there were children.
Yes, there are 4 of us. I have 2 sisters, MJ and Cheryl, and my brother, Ben.
And her husband, your father.
Vince. We still live with him.
A close-knit family.
Since the night my mother died, my father's never been the same.
A tragedy, I'm sure.
Was there any, drinking that night on the yacht?
You mean were people drunk? I certainly wasn't.
Well, where did she fall from exactly? How did it happen?
I can't begin to approximate how it happened. I was nowhere near it.
How did you hear about it?
The steward told me.
What was his name?
It was all so very long ago. The fact is, I don't even remember your mother or what she looked like. However, if Mrs. McKinnon looked anything like her daughter, I'm sure I would have remembered. Now, I would like to ask you a question, because it's just come to me who you are.
I told you who I am.
I've seen your picture in the newspaper. Are you blaming me for what happened to you at the hands of that gunman? Are you saying that somehow through me your family has been struck twice?
I couldn't have put it into better words.
Chump it.
Adam. Adam, would you check that out for me?
Oh, sure, Mac.
I just don't remember his having drawn that long a sentence.
Wait a minute. Mitch Blake had Matthew kidnapped?
Right. Then Rachel got the law on him. Then we lost sight of him for a while. But such a long sentence seems too severe since he was kidnapping his own child, after all.
Yeah, there's something definitely strange here. I mean, stealing your own child is maybe a year or 2 years probation at the most.
Well, that's what I thought.
You don't know who this guy's probation officer is, do you?
Haven't got a clue.
Mac, is this guy Mitch trying to give you and Rachel some trouble?
Yes, he may try. Actually, I wouldn't put anything past Mitch. But he's going to run into a brick wall still, and all. I need to know as much as I can about who I'm facing here.
I'll write it down for you.
I appreciate it very much. Okay, then, I'll take care of the check, and you can check out MJ, which is what you've been wanting to do the whole time you were here.
Well, I may say a quick hello.
Yeah, right. Something. Thanks again. Hi.
Hi.
I think I'm wanted in the kitchen.
You know, I was sitting over there talking to Mac, and all of a sudden it hit me.
Oh, am I supposed to say what hit me?
That's right, that's your line.
What hit you, Adam?
It's your day off. And guess what?
Am I supposed to guess?
It's my day off, too.
No. I never would have guessed that if I hadn't seen the duty roster.
Two people with the same day off, the same restaurant at the same time. Why? It's uncanny.
Hmm?
You know? Might even be a sign. Maybe we're supposed to spend this day together. Maybe the only thing we need to do is figure out the best way to do it.
Hello, waiter.
Mitch, hi. I heard you were back in town.
Mm-hmm. I'm back.
Well, for your sake, I hope you stay out of trouble.
For my sake? Or Rachel's? Hello, Mac. Mitch? I'd like to buy you a cup of coffee. That's about all I can afford.
So, the dashing Adam Corey has nothing to do on his day off, huh?
Well, I got this errand to run for Mac, but after that, I'm all yours.
Adam, is this just going to be hanging out, or is this going to be one of those real dates that make my palms all sweaty?
We can call it hanging out if that makes you feel any more comfortable.
Great. So, where do you want to hang out?
Well, why don't you come with me to run this errand, and then the rest of it we can just play by ear. Tickle?
Something like that.
Miss McKinnon, you'll chalk it all up to coincidence. I really know very little about your mother's death.
We'll see.
You must believe me.
I don't believe you. But as for blame, Mr. Love, yes, I do blame you for what happened to Zane Lindquist.
That's absurd.
Johann Ludwig was employed by you. That is a known fact.
That's evidence of wrongdoing on my part?
And the police also lay the death of a man in Gallant's parking lot at Ludwig's door.
Ludwig's door, not mine.
And Sally Ewing.
Anyone else?
She was a dear friend of mine.
I'm sorry for your loss, for all your losses. But they have nothing to do with me.
Sorry, lady.
How dare you hold on to me like this?
Gomez?
I'm telling you I'm going to do. I have no right to do that. Stop it, right? Please. Well, there you are.
Some people go to a...
Your news is our business. And now, the next part of Another World.
Would you please let go of me?
You may let her go, officer.
Thank you.
Hello, Mrs. Lindquist.
Yeah.
Very busy day. Would you please answer that in the next room, Gomez?
I came by because I wanted to look you in the face, directly into your eyes.
And what do you see?
Strangely enough, not a monster. No, not that at all.
Of course you don't.
In fact, I see a rather ordinary man. But I know that can't be. I said at the funeral that I would try and forgive you. I can't seem to do that.
Yes, I can see that. So much for impassioned speeches.
You can't kill someone and then just walk around.
I took no life.
Oh, come on, Mr. Love. You're a murderer. We all know it.
Get out.
What happens when Ludwig comes out of the coma? What are you going to do then?
Nothing. He will tell the truth. That he was my employee. No more, no less.
Employed to do your killing for you, isn't that right?
Gomez!
This just came in.
So, Ludwig shows more improvement.
Huh.
When he speaks, I will accept your apology.
Thank you. Apology, really? You mean when he lies and says you're not a killer? Please, Mr. Love.
I don't kill. Would you like to know why? Because it's too easy to get caught.
Oh, they'll catch you. In my heart and soul, I know that.
Goodbye, ladies. You will kindly leave now.
Oh, it won't be kindly. With you, it could never be kindly. Never. Come on, Kathleen, let's get out of here. Come on. Get out of our way.
Who was that?
Not very good news.
If I lose her, Michael Hudson's life won't be worth pocket change.
So, how's the trout?
Good. Excellent. Fabulous. All of the above.
Well, then, I think I'll take that. Sounds great. Donna, what would you like?
I'll just have a small salad. Thank you.
House dressing?
No, I don't think so. If you could just bring me some oil and vinegar, I'll make my own.
Oh, okay.
That's all. I don't need anything else.
Is there a problem, Annie?
No, no problem. I want to say something.
Well, sit, please.
Thanks.
This has to do with me.
I knew Reginald Love. I know Reginald Love.
How?
Well, you were too little to remember, but I used to work out at your house once in a while.
What did you do?
I did your mother's hair a couple of times.
Oh, I don't remember that.
No, well, you wouldn't. But there wasn't very much love lost between your father and me.
Join the multitudes.
I didn't see that much of him, but from what I did see, I didn't like what he did to other people. Not then and not now.
I think we have that in common.
Just be careful of him. Take good care of each other. And your daughters.
Thank you. It's really very sweet of you.
Yes, thank you.
I'll get you lunch. Excuse me.
I know you and Rachel don't exactly trust me.
You have to agree we have some basis for that.
Look, I've done some things that I'm not proud of, and I've been in prison. But that doesn't mean that I don't love my son.
I see.
When I got out, I could have just kept going, right?
Yes, that's true.
It would have been a lot easier. No questions, no apologies. Nobody prying into my business.
Getting to a point here?
All I'm saying is that it didn't work out that way.
That's all you're saying?
Yes. And that here I am, ready to face my son, and that's not easy. But I'm going to do it because I love him, because he's my son. I always have loved him, I always will.
Well, you don't have to do that.
Yes, I do have to do this. If you know what I mean.
Well?
That's a good question.
You seem pretty sincere.
Yeah? Well, I don't believe he's here just to see his son for one moment.
Well, I'll just deliver this message to Mac, and then we can, Wait a minute, what are we doing?
We're hanging out. Isn't that what we said?
Oh, yeah, right. But we are working up to the real thing, aren't we?
What real thing?
Well, a date.
You mean like a back to square one kind of date?
MJ McKinnon, I'm surprised at you. I wouldn't do that to you.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. I didn't think you were so
Well,
cruel.
of course not. I wouldn't do that. Actually, what I had in mind was something more along the lines of like a pre-serious date.
Oh, yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
Or maybe we could do like a post-casual kind of date.
Oh, post-casual, yeah. Oh, those are good.
Oh, wait a minute. I got it. We could do a combination. Pre-serious, post-casual.
Well, that's great, except there's one problem.
What?
What does a person wear for an après-casual, pre-serious, post-hanging out kind of date?
That is the burning question, isn't it?
How do you feel about jeans?
Perfect.
Great.
As a matter of fact, you ought to change into them right now.
Why?
Well, I was thinking we could take a couple of Mac's new horses out that he keeps out in the meadow. Take them out for a ride, and then afterwards we could take a nice, refreshing swim in the lake. Or we could go on a picnic. Or it's up to you.
How about all three?
This has all the makings of a great day.
Better than the last date, huh?
Right.
Right.
And this is what I've managed to put together from our latest telexes. Although the Far East isn't complete.
Just give it to me, would you, Gomez?
Paraguay. We've been successful in keeping all pictures and stories from the press.
Was there ever any doubt? Lord knows we'd pay them enough.
Oh, this took considerably more cash than we're used to handing out.
Bloodsuckers. When I get back to Asuncion.
Europe, however, is a different story.
Good.
Hardly. There are stories of you all over in magazines about your return to Bay City.
How did that happen?
Reporters who smell a bigger story. No matter how much money we offer them, they just refuse to keep it quiet.
No. There's been a leak. Someone under you, a servant, a secretary.
No. I gave strict orders. The fact is, Mr. Love, your news all over this continent.
I don't believe this.
Well, you better believe it, and you have to leave this city.
How can I when I'm still under a restraining order?
You can't accelerate the schedule.
It's not as easy as that. Not with the stable boy in my stables. I know one thing for certain. Michael Hudson and I are on a collision course. Smart is the man. How strong. What is his breaking point? Find him.
Well, where do you want me to put this? Should I just build another wing under the house?
Close your eyes.
Close my eyes. Why? I saw everything that's here.
No, you didn't. I got you a surprise when you were looking at those sarongs.
You got me a surprise?
And why were you looking at Saran?
Well, maybe I have plans for one of them.
Such as?
Maybe I have plans for two of them.
Oh, Michael.
Maybe I have tropical plans, warm, windswept plans.
I like the sound of that.
I like the feel of that.
Well, I hope you'll like the feel of this.
For me?
What other man am I going to buy a present for?
I don't. Oh, Donna. Oh.
You like it?
Oh, I love it.
Read these good.
Ah. It's Christian. Donna and Michael forever?
The way we wrote it on the tree.
Tree? What tree?
The tree. The tree that Daddy cut down.
Ah, prince of a man he is, yes. Oh.
I'm always going to wear this engagement ring to remind me of you and the promise that I made to you. And I hope that you will always wear this and that it will remind you of me and all the times that we shared together so many years ago and all the times that we're going to share together in the years to come.
Oh, Blackie. My lovely Blackie. You know, it's only been you. It's always only been you. No. No.
Michael Garrett.
Hmm?
Will you marry me?
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh. Do I have to get that? Do I...
Hello. Is this the stable boy?
This is Michael Hudson.
Reginald Love here. I want to see you.
Why?
To test you. At my hotel right now. He'll be here shortly.
One question. Kathleen McKinnon. You found her interesting?
Yes, fascinating.
Well, you must be very careful. You must make sure you never see her again.
Really, that's very nice. Thank you. Thank you, Kathleen. Do you realize how upset I am? Just look.
What?
I bit off all my fingernails.
Well, you can't blame me. I told you not to follow me over there.
Yes, but I did, and you ditched me at the hotel.
Of course I ditched you. I didn't want you to get hurt.
You didn't want me to get hurt? What about you? You go tearing off, asking for trouble, chasing after Reginald Love, and you didn't want me to get hurt?
Shut up, both of you. We have to try to be calm here.
Yeah, I'm not calm enough to be calm.
No, and neither am I, and I won't be calm until I get a piece of that creep.
Felicia, Love was right. We cannot accuse him of anything until we have the witnesses. Now, look, I'm going to have to find all of the servants that were aboard that yacht the night my mother drowned, and we have to pray that Ludwig comes out of the coma so he can tell us the truth.
Oh, sure. Talk about your long shots.
It's the only shot we have. Oh, come on. There has to be somebody that can help nail this guy.
And we will find somebody, okay?
Okay. Okay.
In the meantime, I have some good news.
Oh, good. What?
Well, let's see.
Oh, my
First of all, is your hat you left over at the house. And voila.
What's this?
This is Queen Cecile's ex-jacket.
Yeah.
So what's the big deal?
Oh, okay. Well, the big deal
What?
Kathleen?
is this.
What's this?
Pay to the bearer. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
They're diamond certificates. Cecile was kind enough to leave them for Cass and me.
Kathleen, sweetheart, do you realize how much these things are worth?
There's a slight fortune waiting for us in Chicago.
Is that right?
See for yourself.
Oh, boy, is right.
Now, there's a slight problem here, though,
What?
guys. What are we going to do with all this money?
Oh, don't worry. No, I can help you with that. I have a horse who's running in the first race today, and does that baby love to run?
Why do I get the feeling that everything's starting to get back to normal?
It's good to see you smile.
Yeah. It's nice to have my friends here.
Well, we love you, Felicia.
I love you, too. I'm sorry if I... Well... It's just that I can't seem to say goodbye to him.
You have to give yourself a lot of time.
Yeah, I know. Time to close a wonderful chapter in my life.
And time to begin a new one.
Wherever that takes me.
2 years. Yeah, for kidnapping Matthew, yes. But he served a much longer sentence than that.
Apparently, Mitch wasn't the most cooperative of inmates. While he was there, he tried to stage an escape.
He broke out of jail.
Nobody was killed, but there was quite a bit of violence. When they finally caught up to him, they tacked quite a few years onto his sentence.
He was violent, you say?
Yeah, that's what the report said anyway. By the way, here's the name of his parole officer.
Thank you.
The report says that if he doesn't get a job soon, Mitch is going to be in violation of his parole.
I sure appreciate you running this down for me.
It's no problem, Mac. You know, this guy's got quite a violent history. Mac, he's nobody to fool around with.
No, he isn't. I'm going to talk to Rachel right away. Have a good ride.
All right, I will.
I got spurs at you.
Oh, look at you. Hey, you look like you're really ready for a good gallop.
Well, what I look like and what I'm really ready for are two different things. I'm a city girl, Mac. The only horses I ever rode were on a merry-go-round.
You're in good hands with Adam.
Thanks. Howdy.
Howdy, ma'am.
Okay. No more Western jokes. I'm real nervous.
What? Look, these are the best horses there are.
I don't want best. I want quietest, nicest, oldest, sickest, dead.
Listen, trust me. Didn't you hear, Mac? You're in good hands.
What? What's wrong?
The horses are staring at us.
Okay. Fine. Maybe we better not keep them waiting, huh?
Maybe.
Come on. I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle. Good.
I got birds.